you're working on digital branded signaling so that you can get found anyway. And when something happens like a hailstorm, you're poised to take advantage and to get even more. Hey there, Nolen Walker here with Roofing Webmasters. Today we're going to talk about subject is roofer was broke, then this happened. And so part one, startup roofer, put up a website with a Google My Business address and data pins. Second part of this is hailstorm hit. And the third part of it is, cycle starts over again. So let's go into it. First off, there's nothing wrong with door knocking. I've said before, it's my second favorite way to get a lead. I think any of you guys door knocking, keep it going. You don't want to replace it. I remember one time when I was in business, I was in home security back in the day, and we had all kinds of things going. Back then, direct mail to new homeowners, auto dialing, we had yellow pages, we had all this stuff going, and I got dialed into Google way back then. And it was a little early to do this, but we quit the direct mailing, we quit the yellow pages, we quit a bunch of stuff. And I look up and I go, oh, leads are down, what's going on? And I had canceled a bunch of stuff. So if you're door knocking, keep doing it, but you certainly don't want to give up the biggest thing that's ever existed, which is Google. If you can get up on Google, it can be fantastic even without a storm. We had a roofer one time, and I don't guarantee what we can do on a market, but we had a guy out of, I think it was Atlanta, Georgia, get like 25, 30 leads every day without a storm. No storm, 25, 30 leads because he's in pack 3 for tons of things. So if you're a startup roofer or you're already going, or you're doing other types of marketing, get your Google account set up. There's all sorts of wonderful things that happens. You don't have to have a hailstorm in order to have a lot of leads come in. People get their roofs replaced all the time, selling houses, buying houses, cash roofs, all kinds of different reasons, remodels. But once something happens, so if you go on, you have a hailstorm hit your area, my God. Now, if a hailstorm hits, a lot of roofers going to have a good time with leads, but the door knocker's always going to door knock. You shouldn't stop door knocking. But I remember having a guy one time, I think it was Sunnyvale, Texas, if I recall, 2018, 17 hailstorm. Guy that comes with us has a website put up, and I also had a guy in San Antonio. One's outside of Austin, and we had San Antonio. 2017-19 range, Sunnyvale, hail hit, and this is on the edge of a larger area, but about 20,000 homes got hit. His first day, because he was in map pack and organic keywords, got like 200 to 300 calls. Second day, after the hailstorm, 200 to 300 calls. And 5 days of that, then it drops down to like 100 calls. 5 days of that down to 80, 50 calls. And he got calls for a month, got thousands of calls on it. Didn't have to knock those doors. Still knock those doors if you're not so busy you can't handle it. But that was one guy. Another guy, and this is after getting a website put up, getting data pins. You're working on digital branded signaling so that you can get found anyway. And when something happens like a hailstorm, you're poised to take advantage and to get even more. If you're not found on Google and a hailstorm hits, you're not getting calls unless they happen to find your old Val pack, or you happen to go knock a door, or you put a sign in somebody's yard. But that's not what people are really doing as much. So if you get found online after a hailstorm, it rings. So I think it might have been 2017, 18. There was a huge hailstorm in San Antonio, and a nice old guy had called me and said, Nolen, if this doesn't work with you, I'm just going to retire poorer than I wanted to. And he was doing about 100 roofs a year, and he was just getting tired of it. He comes with us in like December of the year before this. It might have been December 2016. I don't remember the exact years, but y'all remember the year that, San Antonio got blanketed. It was like a total devastation. He went from about 100 roofs that year, and I think it was April the next year, about 5 months after he started, he was bumping along, doing pretty good, and hail hit. And then he got like 800 roofs in the next year. He got like 300 roofs a year after, and he went back to about 150 or something on that. And it was a fabulous run, and he retired from that, by the way. That particular guy, I won't tell you his name, but he's a cool guy. and he built a house close to the beach in Corpus, got a bay boat, fishes still to this day, and he got some money off of a hailstorm. You know, when you do this stuff and you get proper digital marketing, your map shows up, you can't do old school stuff. That's why we talk about data pins. You want to look it up, datapins.com, D-A-T-A-P-I-N-S. It's software we developed with a different company. It literally shows Google everywhere you were. Like, hey, we were here. Please recognize that we did a roof. We worked on a Bravo barrel tile roof, or GF HT Timberland shingle, a certain teed roof, Da Vinci slate, or whatever it is, or mulehide TPO. So you can talk about this stuff and they'll say, oh, that guy's doing more work than we thought. We thought it only had 10 reviews. They're like, no, Google, I got 10 reviews. That's just because they're not leaving me anything, but I've done 400 jobs by now. So they'll see all 400 jobs, and then that'll help you show up in ranking. So when people do this stuff and they have money coming in, your life changes, man. You want to be up on Google. You want to continue your other stuff. If it works, continue it. If it doesn't work, don't keep it up. You're buying leads off a Home Advisor, Angels List, or you don't like them, take it down. But if it works, keep it. And if you're door knocking, keep it and get up on Google. But yeah, we've had a lot of stories about stuff that people bought. The one out of the San Antonio hailstorm that's a happy ending. You know, he bought a house, boat, retired. Probably still wants more money, but he got it done, right? And so the ones that I hear about that are bad, though, people buy F-250, a boat, and they don't save any of it, expand, and lose sight of where the money came from. If I had to do anything different over the course of time, I'd always charge forward and continued the marketing. That was one of the dumbest things I'd ever done. I'm 51. I was 32, maybe 33, and I quit like 80% of my marketing and wonder why my leads go down. I made that mistake, just so you know, and I'm not, I've made a lot of mistakes in business, but that mistake, almost everybody does. People get up and going and they don't monitor anything and they just haphazardly start and stop their marketing. But marketing's what makes it work, whether there's a storm or no storm. And when you have something good happen, go buy a cash flowing asset or put a little away. If I had to give you any advice on it when you do make that money, for one thing, I'd say start, market proper, and continue. And if you do make that money, don't raise the overhead. If you have to throw up folding tables and bring in some family to answer the phone, which they did, by the way, outside of Austin when that hailstorm hit, and the other guy brought in his son and daughter. But if you have to bring in people, but then shrink it right back down. Don't leave up locations and people strung out, because it'll literally suck out all the money you made. And it's not crazy stuff. It's little things, a truck, a wrap, another person answering the phones, a bigger office, a second office, a general manager, less conversion from sales now because you're letting someone else take the leads instead of you were. You got to go back to it. When it goes back and you ebb and flow, if you don't do it that way, you lose the extra income that comes in from these storms. But you don't capitalize on the storms if you don't have stuff like Roofing Webmasters and Data Pins helping you. We'd love to help you with that part of it. Guys, like and subscribe. We do these things. I hope you like my new format and like our new podcast room. I'm going to be speaking directly to you. If you got any questions, you want to hear certain things, ask us. And if you want us to take a look at your web presence now, call us. We're not high pressure. Prices are less than they've been in a long time here because of innovation like data pins and changes to the algorithm due to AI. You can get in and do better, more for less money, meaning less money from us, because we're not writing content with humans or AI, as it's a penalty. That's a different subject matter. But call us. You got questions, we'd love to help you out. Email us, call us up here at the office, and we'll see you soon.